hello to any of us. So don't feel greeted, guys. Um, then yes, go ahead.
Hey, great to see y'all.
Hello, Isa. How are you? Hope you're having a great day.
I,
Real
I
Sig.
I actually have something cool to share. I was presenting on it's Black History Month, so I did a presentation on Black film and media, and different presentations and different gays. It was really cool. And then I remembered something funny that I've forgotten for such a long time. Do you know what Love and Hip Hop is? It's like a TV show. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Um, no, it doesn't ring a bell.
It was a
The name
popular
rings a
show.
bell for me.
I was
I
actually
don't
on the
remember
show.
watching it.
I was on the show
Cool.
for one of the episodes. I went out to California and I was going to my uncle's wedding, and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, I was on this show. So it was pretty funny.
All right.
All right. So Real Cygnus says they can. So azimuttal grid of hyperbolic vision, my guy. I couldn't possibly begin to explain how we don't see hyperbolic space. The short explanation of that is we see in 2D. Each eye makes a 2D impression just like a photograph. It's our brain who turns it into 3D, because if you put your finger up and you close one eye, they move places. So it's our brain who gives us the 3D image. So we still see in Euclidean geometry. So when they claim that we see hyperbolic space, that is just nonsense. There's nothing in optics theory that substantiates any of those claims. And what's more, the azimuttal grid of vision that Whitsitt loves to cite, that doesn't absolutely exist. I spent literally 2 days scouring all the optics material I have because I studied optics for a little while and I still have the books. So yeah, that concept doesn't exist. It exists in something else, but it's completely unrelated. So we have a couple more messages. Yes, go ahead. Well, never mind. Good morning, all. I never expected to see Max doing flat Earth stuff, but good on him. I actually like the flat Earth debate. I'm still waiting to, let's say, pop my cherry when it comes to flat Earth debates, but I'm hoping I can get my first MDD debate soon. We have another message from Whodunit. I really hope that guy isn't allowed back on. The stuff he said to MC Toon was abhorrent, and I absolutely agree with you. Thank you for being here, Whodunit. I'm hoping you are having a great time. All right. What do you expect? What do you expect if you're familiar with Nathan or if you're familiar with MC Toon? What do you expect for this debate? And we're going to go around the panel. Billy, what are you hoping for tonight?
Well, I'm hoping for to be entertained. Obviously, I think everybody wants to be entertained, but I wonder what format they're going to use. If they're going to be sticking to kind of more of a 2-minute format back, or I know they'll do the openings, and then are they going to go to like you get 2 minutes, and then you get 2 minutes to respond to it, more of a thing. But I don't think these guys are going to be cutting each other off as much as other debates. So I think if anything, Nathan is just going to be laughing at probably Mick Toon. They're probably both going to be laughing at each other. It's going to be maybe funny, hopefully. I don't know. Maybe it'll be some kind of entertainment, hopefully. And that's the main thing, is that if everybody gets entertained.
All right, thank you very much. Al, what are you hoping for tonight?
Well, I've been trying to get my head wrapped around what's going on with Nathan, because I followed his for a short time because another friend of mine introduced him to me. Nathan's actually not like some other flat earthers. Is not a super devolves in their conversations. So I'm not expecting one of these like rage quit type scenarios. I expect more cordial, more conversational than other debates that we've seen. And MC Toon is so well on every topic. I expect him to tell Nathan the truth about his misunderstandings, because I've watched him make some video, not the actual process, but I've watched him upload them and then go through what he's saying. He misunderstands so many basic concepts that I think his main hold on is his viewpoint, where in his mind the flat earth and his religion are intertwined completely, and if either one of them was wrong, the other will apart.
Exactly. Yes, I briefly mentioned that, but yeah, his
Yeah,
flat
I
earth
heard you
views
say that.
are intertwined with his biblical cosmology. Isa, what are you hoping for tonight?
Well, I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm hoping for, but I can tell you what I'm thinking will happen. I'm going to make my kind of sports predictions of our bout tonight. I have a feeling it's sort of like creation museum type of rhetoric, where we're going to hear a lot of scientific language being utilized. Things like the electrostatic mechanisms. We're going to hear a lot about things like the Coriolis effect. We're going to hear about a lot of these types. We're going to hear maybe Gauss's law, a lot of Witzit rhetoric. I definitely think that that's going to pop up. I haven't noticed a lot of the religious language. I actually think it would be more fun to hear kind of a fusion of scientific language. That would be my hope. I want to hear an argument with both scientific and religious rhetoric. I always enjoy hearing about religion, so I would love to hear an argument that's using religious rhetoric, as opposed to just using the kind of science linguistic rhetoric. I think that would be really fun. Personally, like I was a special ed teacher, and I basically had to study a lot of different kind of things really fast before I would teach them, because special ed teachers teach all the subjects like as a co-teacher. So it's kind of a fun thing for me to like learn some new linguistics, learn some new rhetoric, and learn some new terminology. That'll be fun, and I'm excited for that. And I hope there'll be a fun, interesting conversation.
Thank you very much. And we also have Rodney with us. I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you, but Al Tucker was speaking. How are you doing? I want to congratulate you on the stream you did with Mark Reed. That was very entertaining and very fun.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what are you hoping for tonight for the debate?
Well, I'm hoping for and expecting MC Toon to rip Nathan to shreds. I've only seen Nathan once before, and frankly, I didn't see where he had any valid points then, and I doubt it'll be any different now. Probably like Isa said, he's probably going to have a lot of rhetoric and a lot of language, and he's going to use it really well. Probably, and he's going to be very well spoken. He was well spoken whenever I heard him before, at least better than his counterpart, who was like showing off his nose hair in the camera and making a lot of really goofy faces. But no, I don't think Nathan's going to have a lot of rebuttal for the things that MC Toon is going to soundly bring up. And frankly, I mean, I've seen so much of MC Toon's flat Earth debunking content before, even via Simon Dan's channel, and he's just so he's so good at it by now. I don't think Nathan, who a lot of people are kind of viewing as more of like a lower end on the totem pole kind of flat earther kind of guy, that he's not gonna be able to stand up next to the level of heat that MC Toon can bring. So I think that I think it'll be entertaining at the very least. But yeah, MC Toon for the win. Let's go.
All right. And I did, now that you mentioned the previous debate, I want to ask you, how do you feel about people who show up to debates and they debate on their cell phones? It makes me, I don't know. It's like, please get a computer, like borrow a computer from your neighbor. It makes very little sense to me being debating on a cell phone. I don't know why it puts me off so much, but I want to ask you, how do you guys feel about that? Billy.
Depending on how good the cell phone is, it might be tolerable, but it's obviously going to be better if you use even a laptop compared to a cell phone or PC, preferably.
All right, thank you very much. Al, do you have any thoughts on this?
I do. Being a person who has to live a big chunk of my life on the road, I give a lot of leeway to people that need to work from a cell phone. However, I do agree that the quality of what's available with a laptop, even or a computer system, and the user input. I think anybody that's done both realizes that computers just have way more available features, and it's just a better setup quality, and oftentimes not relying on a cell phone connection to actually do the actual communication either. So that's helpful.
All right. Isa, I'm going to go back to you in a second, but we have someone backstage and his nickname is Flat Earther. Welcome to the pre-show. And we have, I would like to ask you the question that I asked before. What are you hoping for today? And are you familiar with Nathan and MC Toon?
I'm hoping for another Flat Earth victory.
Have you ever seen one? Because it doesn't come to mind really a Flat Earth victory, to be honest.
I think it kind of does. I've seen it repeatedly, and again,
I do remember
failed.
one.
Example?
I think it was Witsit, but because the globe, it wasn't that the Flat Earth won. It was that the globe did like horribly. But other than that, none of them. If you could enlighten us to one debate which you think the Flat Earth won, that would be great.
All of Witsit's debates, Nathan, all of Nathan's debates as well. It's repeated victories, and you can't deny it.
I mean,
You
yes,
cannot
we
deny
can.
it.
Yes,
No,
we
I
can.
don't think
Because
you can.
Yeah, we all can deny it.
Every Globe Earth
Well,
debate
actually,
is
I
just look at
agree.
this
We can't
image,
deny
look at
that
this
the globe
image,
won
look at
every
this
one of them.
photograph, like as if that's evidence. Like what?
You don't think it? I think
No.
Witsit won quite a few of them. He's got good rhetoric, and I think he's beaten folks that were just not up to task.
Mm-hmm. But to be fair, Witsit
I'm not
doesn't
saying
do
that the
Flat
arguments are.
Earth.
I'm not saying that
Give
the
me-
position has won. But
I don't think Witsit does Flat Earth debates anymore. He does globe debunking and mostly fails at that. His only argument is the misinterpretation of a 180-year-old experiment. We have done so much science, he just hand waves away. He believes that he knows more than the people at CERN, which is the ultimate kind of hubris. So,
Flat Earther,
yeah.
do you have any actual evidence to back up your claim about the Earth being flat, or are you just going to try and debunk the globe the whole time? Do you have a model that you can present to me?
We are globe
it's the Mercury
skeptics
map.
first.
You don't have a model, so I don't know what you're going to say.
We are globe skeptics first, then flat earthers.
Yeah, so if the Earth is not a globe, it's automatically flat then. Okay, jackass.
No,
Hey,
we are
hey,
skeptical.
It's quite a leap. I have to agree.
Might I inquire? So we have images of the Earth from outer space. Now, before you cry fake, you're going to need to provide evidence that each and every single legitimate photo from the Earth from outer space is fake. If you can do that, go right on ahead. Otherwise, Explain how we have images of the Earth from outer space.
Photographic evidence is not empirical evidence.
We
Well,
have images of
How
the
can you prove
Earth
it's
from
fake? You
multiple
can prove it's fake.
angles from outer space. Explain that away and explain how that shows a flat Earth.
NASA themselves have stated that these images
NASA
are
isn't the
for
only game in
illustrative
town.
purposes.
Speculation.
They
hold
are
on,
for
hold on,
illustrative
guys.
purposes only.
Let's
They
see
are
what's on there.
not empirical evidence.
All right. That a photograph a photograph is the definition of empirical evidence. But let me one up you on that. If you go to any space agency website, you can find raw image repositories. Raw files, RAW files, are files which come out straight off the camera. They have the metadata of the
Thank you.
camera, of the lens, and there is no software that can write raw files. Do you have any explanation for that? I could give you a link if you want.
Or how about like the film, the chemical film that was done long prior to imaging or digital image manipulation? How like start with debunking the stuff from the 60s and the 70s, and then we can talk about digital imaging.
It's Hollywood. It's Hollywood creativity. That's all it is.
But that's what you
You
just
approve-
hand waved away. Hold on 1 second. You just hand waved away
Yeah.
what I told you. Raw files cannot be written by any software. So if you get a raw file, that file comes straight out of a camera and it has the metadata for the camera and for the lens that it used.
Do
Do
you
you
know what
understand?
metadata is, Flat Earther?
Okay, look, their secret trip to Iceland doesn't count as evidence.
Sir, you're gish galloping now. No one mentioned Iceland. I'm talking about raw image files from all the space agencies. There's huge image repositories with literally hundreds of thousands of images.
Okay.
What do you have to say about that?
I could have a repository of images that resemble Mars. So what? What's your point?
But are
But,
they actual
what-
physical images of the planet Mars taken with a camera by the hand of a human person in outer space?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
completely
really?
missing
Okay.
you're completely missing the point of what a raw file is.
I was saying you
That-
could
that-
have something, and you're being with
Yeah.
things that actually exist
Because
instead of
raw files
what you
equal
might
evidence,
have.
right?
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
'cause
I know.
real-
raw files
real-
equals
real
evidence. Isn't
physical
that crazy,
thing.
guys?
real physical things. If you don't like computer files, let's talk film. Let's talk negatives.
Okay.
How do you, you just said,
There are several methods that you can use, that you can implement to manipulate,
The famous
photographs
blue
of
marble
taken in the
photo was
60s.
taken by hand with a camera from outer space. Okay, there's
Yeah.
an actual physical copy of that photo that was produced by that camera.
No,
That
we've
the
never
neg- the
taken, we've never
negatives-
gone to
the negatives
space.
from that-
we have.
the negatives are also
Can you give evidence of that?
documented, and in, I believe they're in a museum, and they're
They are,
available
yes.
for viewing.
And we also have the negatives on those pictures.
Okay,
So,
Yeah.
it's
but,
a nice,
I
it's a
mean,
nice Hollywood
don't-
film.
yeah, but you can't fake a picture. Like you can't fake a picture with film. And also you cannot fake a raw file. There's literally no software in the world. I know because I freaking looked. There's no software in the world that will write a raw file. Those are exclusively for cameras. And once you import a raw file into any kind of software, you can never rewrite a raw file. So you have to turn it into an image file, like a JPEG or any kind of image file. So I don't
again-
think you have an explanation for that. So we're going to move on.
Yeah, run away. That's right.
Do
I
you
mean,
work
your
in
Your
Hollywood?
only,
How do you-
your
you don't
only
even know about
counterclaim
Hollywood.
was fake, and you have
But-
no evidence
Can
for
talk
why
like
it's
a
fake.
pro as
photographs
well,
be
so-
manipulated? Yes, they can. So
Yes, but
Yes, the raw
you're-
data cannot. The raw data
Raw
cannot,
data
and the raw
cannot.
data shows the exact same thing that the photo shows.
We got a
Okay,
Hollywood
and
director
and
here.
and,
We
and,
can't-
evidence
and I've
against
already
that.
I've already addressed this. I can
Yeah, you
create
cried fake.
I can
That's it.
create a fantastical set within Hollywood that
You
resembles
can.
outer space, and I can take photos of that
Okay,
set.
very,
What's the
Do
very
it
good.
then. Do it
Very
then.
good. Very good. But your
Well,
only
all-
claim
well,
is
all of
fake,
that
and
is-
you have no evidence.
I
If
don't
you
have
can
any
do
evidence.
it, then do it then.
You
Flat
have no
Earther. You
evidence.
claim to
Show
do
us
Wait,
something.
the evidence.
Hold on. Let me go bring it, rein it in a bit. What would be your response then to the reciprocal zenith angle? Something that Nathan clearly misunderstands because I saw his videos.
The reciprocal what? Sorry?
Oh, reciprocal zenith angles.
I have no idea what that is. You have to elaborate.
Okay. If you take 3 points on anywhere on Earth, and you use a device called a theodolite, and you measure the distance and the angles to those points, the verticals in each of those points always indubitably end up adding to more than 180 degrees. That is absolutely impossible if the Earth is flat.
And why would that be
those are.
impossible?
Oh, I mean, I can't teach you basic geometry, dude. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, why would that be impossible? They could be ridges and you know,
No,
they
because
couldn't.
all,
That's
all
because-
not
kinds
how a
of all
theodolite
kinds
works.
of
hold on. The thing is that
No.
this device, you put it on its tripod, and it finds it auto levels, so you get a true vertical, basically a tangent towards that point. It detects the tangent and the vertical. So there's no way you could have more than 180 degrees of reciprocal zenith angles in a flat Earth. It just doesn't work.
Is this an electrical device?
They are now, but let me point out,
Yeah.
they were
But
Okay,
they
well
were
then electric
optical.
look,
They
we
were
all know
thinking it's
electrical
machined
devices can be manipulated.
precision.
You think
no,
it's a
they
gas
were
powered?
not.
Oh
What do you
my
think
They were
gosh.
not electrically. No, they were not electrically powered for decades.
Yes, they
The
were
fact that we've
optical.
added- the fact that we've added extra features to them and maybe a few decimal places, that does not take away surveying and its finely crafted implements that have been around for decades, nor the surveys taken with them. In fact, centuries at this point. It is absolutely irrefutable. And the fact that electronics and computers and GPS measurements have added even more precision does not take the fact that spherical excess is taken in surveys all around the entire globe. That's irrefutable.
Okay, well look, it is
You know what an
refutable.
odometer is? Or you don't know what that
The
is?
reality
on,
is this.
hold on, Billy.
You mentioned it's an electronic device.
You know what that
Okay,
is.
that's all I
No,
know.
it doesn't.
That's all I know.
There
Wait,
are
wait.
electronic versions available.
Yes, but you can also get a 50-year-old one, which is only optical. And also, these devices, they don't have an internet connection. So there's no way someone could be interfering with the device. So just now, I proposed to you a subject you didn't know anything about, and you are just hand-waving away the evidence because the device is electronic. That is
Yes,
extremely
because we all
dishonest.
know electronics can be manipulated. You can
Then
manipulate
hand wave away the
How do
electronics
cell
19th
phones work then?
century
to be able to we look the reality. I'm not hand waving. Okay,
Yes, you are.
I
That's
demand
literally-
Show me the
specific
electronic
requirements.
theodolite that was used in the
Hold on.
19th century then.
Hold on. Let's let him speak, please.
I
It's a
demand
bunch of us
demand
and-
specific requirements. I demand mechanical devices with no manipulation involved.
Yes, and we already
and-
There are
told you
mechanical
that
versions.
for the longest time, we only used optical theodolites, which have no electrical components. They're just
Okay, but how did you connect
lenses.
the points? How did you connect the points?
You would need to look further into this. The thing has a scope, and it has a sight, so you can line up those 3 points.
But you mentioned those 3 points are like what, miles away from each other,
Yes, it works at any distance, literally any distance.
and you can somehow just link them all together.
No, you don't link
Yes.
them. You do you go to
No,
point number 1, you
measure
do the
them.
measurements. You go to point number 2, you do the measurements. You go to point number 3, you do the measurements.
Do what measurements? You're not really. Is there like a diagram you can show? Because this does not make any sense.
He has
You'll have to
explained
look up
this
geodetic
from the
search.
beginning.
What is the reference point? How do you connect all these things together?
Well,
Like,
you
pick
need
any
one
point.
theodolite. You need one theodolite, and you need 2 other sort of tripods that you can do the do the targeting with. But this is very simple, and you can do it with an old theodolite, which doesn't have any electrical components. It's purely optical.
still, that does not make any sense. I'm still confused as how you connect everything together. I don't know.
Dude, this is like basic land surveying techniques, and I put a note, a link in the side chat. I can share it to you again if you want through our private chat. I think I have it on. Yeah, I actually do. I have it on the what you call it, the paper bin or whatever. I just pasted it on the side chat. Take a look at that. That video is thoroughly made. The guy explains everything step by step, and he shows you his copybook. Everything is right there. There's nothing weird about it.
Again, you could have ridges, you could have geo distortions.
Yeah, and
There's
I
so many
already
ways in which you can
Geo
determine that.
distortions.
Absolutely.
What is a geo distortion, sir?
Look, your measurements, your instruments could be interpreting a flat level.
No, that's the point. That's exactly the point.
It can be interpreting a flat level at different at different
Level
points on
doesn't
Earth.
necessarily mean flat.
So what?
Level does not necessarily mean
Yes,
flat.
Flat Earther, before I'm going to try to do you a little favor. Before you try to hand wave this away with your default template explanations, please go over the material that I sent you. And if you want, you can come back to our show. You're invited anytime. We always appreciate having every kind of point of view on this channel. And we will discuss it further when you know more about this, because all the explanations that you're going to give us right now, we already have the answers for those, as we have been showing. So we're very near the final stretch of the debate starting. It usually starts a little bit late, but Isa already gave his prediction. Let's go around the panel and give what the predictions for the result of the debate will be tonight. Billy.
Yeah, I think McToon's gonna win, but again, hopefully it's an entertaining debate, and that's the important thing. Everybody's entertained, but MC Toon is gonna take it.
All right,
Yeah.
Isa. Now maybe he's busy. Let's go around back to Rodney, and we'll get back to Isa when he's available.
Pretty sound victory from MC Toon. I don't see how Nathan could feasibly come up with anything to, first of all, debunk anything MC Toon is going to bring up, and additionally, how he could even measure up to the level of heat that MC Toon is very likely going to be swinging with.
All right, Flat Earther, what are your predictions for the debate tonight?
I'm predicting another win for the Flat Earth community, and another defeat for McToon.
It's MC, but sure. And Al, what are your predictions? I think there might be something wrong with your sound. You're not coming through. All right, let me hand it back to Isa while we get Al sorted out. Isa, are you there? Okay, looks like they're both busy. All right, I'm going to do some housekeeping. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, myself, the lovely I Killed Earl, and our good friend Isa are going to do our Tell Me That Story show, and the topic will be a catalog of weird mythical creatures. I found some amazing things to share with you, some amazing and really funny things. So we'll hope to see you tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's go. Sorry. Billy, let's do, if you want to do some shameless self-promotion, tell our audience where they can find you.
Well, mainly I stream on the Twitch every day usually. And it's Billy _ bongs a lot on there, and then on YouTube it's Billy bongs a lot. I have Instagram as well. Thanks,
All
though.
right. So if you like gaming, Billy does speed running, and he's currently running Mario, was it?
Yeah, Super Mario Brothers on NES.
Oh, perfect. So if that's your cup of tea, you can follow Billy. And Rodney, tell the audience where they can find you.
I am Tell Me More with an exclamation point here on YouTube. You can find me at TMMYT89. But yeah, that's about all I do is just YouTube. I used to do Twitch before under a different handle, but I do this now. I don't really, other than just my Wednesday drops of my flood videos, don't really have anything unless Billy has gotten back to me. Anything else coming up, but if Billy's up for it, then I think Saturday afternoon we'll be covering a flat Earth video from Kyle Adams.
Oh,
yeah, I said okay.
Kyle.
Yeah, I said okay on the Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you in on a little secret. I would love to debate Kyle just to get the chance to tell him, "Shut up, Kyle." I don't know why, but I would just say it once and then continue with a normal debate. But it's something I really want to do. Like, shut up, Kyle. Don't know why. Sorry. I apologize. Al, I see that you're back. I would like to ask of you, what are your predictions for the debate tonight? And if you have any shameless self-promotion you would like our audience to check out, where can they find you and such?
All right. Hopefully my audio is working better now.
Yes, you're sounding perfectly
Okay.
now.
Okay, great. Yeah, so I think MC Toon has so much experience with this that that he's gonna roll over everything that Nathan can bring. And I've seen some of Nathan's videos, certainly not all of them, but enough of them to know his main issue is misunderstanding. Survey videos, he talks about spherical excess while describing badly how an auto level would give you topographical measurements. So that gives me an indication that he's not ready for this. MC Toon is really well versed in, you know, all the stuff the flat earthers come up with. He's seen it all. He's did it all, and he's just not. He's not going to be someone that Nathan can really combat in debate arena on it, because he's just not equipped with even a basic understanding of what it is he's actually discussing. But I think he's a genuinely nice person, and I think he does have a genuine desire to learn. But I think and I've noticed that the religious component really stands in the way. Because I think if it weren't for that, he have the need to hold on to the misunderstandings and the bad ideas.
Yeah,
Um,
I kind of feel a little bit the same. And do you have any self promotion you would like to do? Do you have a YouTube channel or any kind of online presence?
Yeah,
You
sure, I
would like
do.
to
It's
promote?
not a major one, but I have a YouTube channel. It's just Al Trucker. I'm on YouTube. I do really bad singing of songs that I write. And I like to think of the songs as good and the singing as bad. And I kind of attack things I think are wrong. Flat earthers, toxic preachers, stuff like that. But I also look at scientific topics. I look at I'm an advocate for people living with obesity, and so I talk about that topic sometimes. I handle a few different things.
Okay. If you want to shoot me a link on the private chat so I can copy paste it, and that goes for all of you. If you want to shoot me a quick link so I can copy paste them, and the users can, the audience can click on them and actually go to your site without having to do much, that would be great. And Isa is the only one left. I'm checking MC Toon's stream, and they're getting ready to get started. So in any minute, we will just end the stream, and it's going to forward directly to modern day debate. I will paste our panel's links for everyone to have. The first one is Rodney Tell Me More's channel. Now I'm pasting Al Trucker's. And the next one should be Billy. So before we go, now that we're on the final stretch, I want to thank you, everyone. I want to thank everyone for coming, and remember that we will be doing an after show on this very channel after the debate ends. The stream is set up for 11 p.m. EST, but if the debate extends a bit, I will update that as we go along. Thank you guys for joining us, and the debate is live right now. I'm going to share Billy's link and we will end the stream. Thank you for coming here, and I hope to see everyone back at the after show. Take care, have a good night, enjoy some dinner, and let's hope this is a great debate. Thank you very much, and this is Matters Now, where your voice matters.